Oh my show. Texas heat. Nigerian murder and a tragedy that shook us all. My people, let me gist you, but today's gist, it comes with a mixed feelings. You see, life abroad no be small thing at all, especially for those single mothers trying to make ends meet in Obodoyibo. You work, you pay bills, you send money back home to Nigeria for them to at least sustain the family you left behind. And still, it feels like the system no dey ever smile at you at all. But this story, it will make you think twice about how thin line between hustle and heartbreak really is. Because what happened in Texas to one Nigerian woman called Gbemisola Akayinode is a lesson that every African parent abroad needs to hear. And please share it as well. Kolofa. This is a story of love, pressure, mistake, and a loss that broke heart across America. So, according to the report that we gather, this woman, she is 38-year-old single mother, left her 9-year-old daughter inside a car. Can you imagine that? She cracked the window halfway, unwinding down a little bit, left some food inside the car. Even a bottle of water was also there. Then ice cube also, given to her daughter inside that same car. And to worsen the whole thing, she even gave her melatonin. That one now sleeping medicine so that at least the child go rest fair while she work her shift at a factory in Galilea Park in Texas. What happened to this our auntie was that she always does that. This is not her first time of doing such. She has done it like 4 good times now. In fact, a day before this very incident, she did the same thing. Left her daughter in a car all alone for 8 good hours. But the question here is, if you work 8 good hours, at least you need to have a break. What are you doing during your break? Why can't you check on this, your little girl, during break time? Or because you need money, instead of you to take break, you did not. You keep working and working and working so that you have a lot of pay. Could that be the case? Because I see no reason of someone that is mentally stable that would left a child inside the car and still forgot that this little girl might need help. In fact, when the police asked her, didn't you check the weather forecast that day? She said, no, that I forgot. As a matter of fact, one of our co-workers at work there even said she knew that she was going through a kind of financial problem. And sometimes she used to support her financially. This auntie said she did this because she did not have money to take a child to a daycare. And she's only waiting for a paycheck after the end of the month. Then she could at least afford to take that little girl to a daycare. But do you believe that? I'm not here to judge. But she has done it 4 times. She confessed this to the authority and she escaped through with it. And that makes it to be a kind of routine every now and then. And let me now ask one thing as well. If you know you have a child and you need to cater for that child, why did you have to take 8 hours job? Why do you have to take 10 hours job? You need to look for a job that will leave a space for you to take care of your daughter. But because of love of money, or probably maybe the pressure back home in Nigeria makes her to work harder like that. Or probably maybe she has some kind of project that she wants to do in Nigeria. Or, December is coming now. Everybody wants to go home to go and show off. And maybe, just maybe, that's the reason why she work like that. As a matter of fact, this is a big case because the police said she deliberately left these little kids in her car. But still, don't you have people in your community that can help you at least once a while to take good care of this baby? Or are we going to say, maybe you yourself, you are not the friendly type, or you are not the type that mix with the community where we say it for Obodoyibo. And that is the reason why sometimes, please, you need to mingle with our community. Your neighbors, you need to be friendly with them. In case like this, please, auntie, please, ma, can you just help me take care of my child? Let me just rush to work. But, if we have to say that, it's also a dangerous thing as well. Because you don't even know your neighbor. we've heard it a lot that when you keep such people with your neighbor, maybe your neighbor is one of those dodi person, and your child might be in danger. But to me, I think if you know you're going to work 8 hours or 10 hours, or you're not going to have space for your child or for your daughter in Obodo, why can't you just leave that your daughter in Nigeria? At least you will have enough money to send to them to take care of that your child in Nigeria. You can even put this little girl in a boarding home and you start paying the levy, you start paying the school fees from America. Not the one that this little girl now you don't buy. And sometimes to single parents, you say, yeah, I'm a single parent, I'm a single mom. I mean, stuff like this don't happen because, quote and unquote, if there's a man in your life, if there's a papa around, at least probably maybe he will stay home, take care of the kids while you go to work. But some babes, they use their left leg to kick their husband out of the house because now Obodo na in the day. Single parents, they need this chow of a thing simply because when you're a single parent, there a lot of opportunity comes your way. Could that be also the reason why the father is not in this picture now? Ogao. Do you know what Gbemisola said? Gbemisola said she was coming back after work. That is after 8 good hours when she left this little girl in a car. And when she parked her car at the parking lot there. And by the time she got to her car, this girl was gone. Because the temperature inside that car was like an oven. And that is around 108, degree F. This little girl died from the heat, and they call it hypothermia. That was what they called what killed this girl. Now, wait, match break, te break, fair. It's not that help wasn't around. Maybe shame or, desperation kept her quiet. And by the time she got to that car, police arrested her. She's now facing felony murder charges. Her bond now is $500,000. They said she's due back in court. And trust me, this one, it go be ogbono soup. It go draw, it go long, well. Oh, just imagine this. You wake up early, just before sunrise. You dress up, rush to work, knowing you're barely surviving. You look at your child and think, just today, let me go and come back. Don't worry. I'll figure out something later for you. That's what many Africans abroad go through. Work pressure. Bills, where we say that they pay. It go pile up like this. The rent, it go even choke the throat. And back home in Africa or back home in Nigeria, your people go call you, hello sis. Sis, don't forget me. I beg send me something. I beg I need something now. I beg. Kilo shele now. They don't know that abroad don't be paradise. It's another battlefield on its own. Not with the battlefield where we say that they can't. No, this one na psychology battlefield. Your head, it go to toss me every now and then. For instance, winter, you put your hand for your head like this, it go hot. Where? I beg. She probably thought she was doing her best, but survivor blinded her judgment. And now, one mistake don't destroy everything that she had labored for in America. That American dream, it don't enter water like this. See, being a single mother in America, no be being so, no be my at all. When you say you go do like this, you understand? You go walk like machine. You go still be the mother. You go still be the father. Even the teacher, now you go be the teacher. What about nurse? Now you go be the nurse also for that little picking because you be single mama, you be single parent there. There's no break at all. No family to help you. No neighbor to even watch your child for you. If you leave job like this, bill, it go pile up. And if you can't talk, say you won't take care of your pikin, my sister, job, it go fire you straight up because they don't get time for yama thing. This is why some people start to the gamble and they risk camp. Say, let me just leave her in the car for a while. She will be fine, no problem. After all, I don't put chocolate inside the motor for her. Ice cream don't dey there, fan don't dey there. I don't give her small medicine, make it take rest. But abroad doesn't forgive that kind of mistake. You make mistake, but you go for her. America is a system that watches silently until tragedy happen. Hey, now that time you go come here, boom, you go become headline for news. You come become popular, famous for the wrong thing. You see this story, eh? It's not just about one mother. It's not just about Mojisola. It's about how hard it is to survive for abroad when you have no support, when it's all about silent battle African parents face when all they have is hope and bills. Because truth be told, my brother, my sister, single parenting abroad is not for the weak people. It's not for weak women. It's not for weak mama. It's not for weak babes. Not at all. You have to work twice as hard as you've been doing before. And even then, it sometimes still ends in tears. You alone, you go to cry, say, oh, how do I do this now? Your mental cycle, you go down. And this one, for this our auntie now, you know what he do? Ended up in a worst way for her. So, we have to ask this question now. Why bring your child abroad if you know you'll be working 8 to 10 hours a day? Or is it the economic pressure back from Nigeria? Was it dream of a better life that turns into a nightmare? These are all the questions that need answer that we're asking. Please, if you have any answer for all this, let me put it in the comment box there, at least for other people to learn. We never truly know what went through our mind that morning. But one thing is sure, poverty can make a person do unthinkable things in life. You understand? This story is not to judge her, not at all, but to wake us all up because we see they sleep. If you're a parent abroad, please and please find a community. If you see someone struggling, don't gossip about that person. Give a helping hand to that person, please. Because sometimes all it takes is one kind of hand to prevent tragedy from happening. May the soul of that little girl rest in peace. And, may this be a warning also, not just to African parents, but to every hustler abroad chasing survival at all costs. And please, if this story touched you, like, share, and subscribe to AfricanBlackGoldTV. And in the comment, tell me, is life abroad really worth the price we sometimes pay for it? Till I see you in the next video, please subscribe.